YouTube, what is up? This is Black Slabbeth. I know that it is tradition that people do these sorts of videos based on when they receive the cards. However, I haven't made a video in a while, and I won't have time when the cards get here to do said video. So I'm doing this now. So this video dates back off when we sent 21 of our first tester cards to CGC to figure out their grading system. Now granted, we actually already had a card come back that was via Express. These have been 21 cards we've been waiting a really long time for. I don't remember the exact amount of days we've been waiting, business days, like legitimate business days. But it's been over 70 business days. I do know that. I want to say it's been about 78 business days. We still don't have the cards in hand, but what we do have, since they just shipped today, we do have the actual grades from CGC. And that's what we'll be going over today. But also a quick tidbit on something that I've noticed, and it's just maybe it's just a crack in the dam, maybe it's just a fluke. I would say honestly 50-50 on this. We're seeing CGC prices come up. And so here is my reference to this, so you guys can look it up. If you look up confirmed solds for you honestly type in PSA 9, that's one of the cards I've been trying to sell, and it should come up as a CGC. If it doesn't, you can put in CGC 9.5. But PSA 9, Shining Lugias, from 2018, 2017, I forget the exact year that card was. But those, the PSA 9s, have been regularly selling for about $340, $350 lately. All of a sudden, just literally a couple days ago, like July 7th, July 8th, there is a confirmed sold listing on eBay for a CGC 9.5 Shining Lugia at $780, which is a significant jump versus a PSA 9. Now, this is my only thing that I've noticed. I didn't go looking at every last card on the internet, but I do find it very strange that that just populated on one of the cards that I'm selling, one of my PSA cards I have to sell. So, very interesting. Either it's a fluke, either slabs as a whole will have to increase in value, like the PSA 9s. Just traditionally, a PSA 9 is worth very close to a CGC 10. Generally, there's not this massive gap between a CGC 9.5 and a PSA 9. So it's very strange, that anomaly of a sale. Not quite sure what's going on. But we did theorize quite a few months back that we were going to see CGC start to take charge in terms of pricing. And that could be the very crack to the dam we've been waiting for. But that's a whole other story. Without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get into the grades we guessed, the cards we sent, and the grades we received. Now, I've already had a peek for some of these, so this is very interesting, at least for the grades. I didn't check, because we had quite a few error cards on this listing, and honestly, I don't see on the sheet they sent me if the errors were included. Maybe that just comes on the slab later, but that's a whole nother story. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, our first card was a Hollow Metal Energy Japanese. This should have been Neo Genesis, and we guessed 9 to 10. And again, we were guessing at a PSA scale. So we guessed 9 to 10. And they gave us on the CGC a 10 Gem Mint. So yeah, that's pretty accurate, I think. We were guessing 9 to 10 PSA scale, and we got 10 Gem Mint CGC scale. Now, also, I do want to just go ahead and add, people are commenting that every grader, including CGC, feels like all of a sudden they've really increased their standards on the grades. I sort of seen that, After this video, though, I've got mixed feelings, and you'll see why. So I sent a 2017 Latios English. Geez, I forget what set, but it's the one from 2017. And I was guessing 5 to 6 PSA scale. Surprisingly, CGC gave it a 8.5. Oh, geez, this is going really rough. I don't have like a great demonstration, like in terms of moving paper out of the way. So that was surprising, because that's a significant difference in terms of our guess, even guessing at a PSA scale. Now the Latios 2019, we guessed a PSA 10. And then surprisingly, we got a 9 flat. Not even a 9.5. And honestly, that's pretty surprising. So here, let me see if we can get this to, I don't care if some grades show up while I do this. There we go. It's focusing a lot better. So, jeez, this is going rough, but y'all get it. So we guessed a 10, got a 9, guessed a 9 to 10, full bleed by the way, got a 9. I don't see any wording on that. Now granted, this first iteration of CGC cards, I didn't take the time or even realize that I should have really done it, writing on the top loader what the error was or what to look for. Because the issue I have with CGC submissions, when you hit the error button, it doesn't let you choose like a selection of errors to look for. It just lets you submit the card as is, and you hit the error button, and it leaves it up to the CGC grader if they can find the error. Obviously, there are some issues with that. And so, one, they say that adding errors to your grades can really make the turn time for your order much longer. And either that was evident to our specific example of 21 cards, but I don't know if I can concur with that, because I've been following Reddit and other forums, and everyone has seen quite the same thing. There's been quite a few people who, like me, submitted back in March, back when CGC said the turnaround time was 45 business days. 50 business days hits, and then all of a sudden CGC changed the turnaround time to 65 business days. And I said, okay, whatever. They already have them, might as well wait. And even though the turnaround time said 65 business days, I believe it was 75 plus business days, they finally completed the grading. I want to say it was about 78, 79 business days. And that's really rough, because we submitted when it was 45 business days, and we were already well past the 45 business day mark when they changed it to 65. And then we still also ended up being well past the 65 day business mark. Now, I'm not saying CGC is lazy. Honestly, their customer service has been pretty spot on. You hit them up, they reply very quickly. I have not had the same level of customer service when I dealt with PSA. My tidbits there. So we said 9 to 10 full bleed, and we got a 9. Then we said Nido Queen 8 to 10, and we got an 8.5. That one, I don't know if I totally agree with. I'd have to relook at that card when it gets here. I know I said 8 to 10, and I got an 8.5, but I'm used to PSA 8s usually looking like CGC 9, so I, in theory, was really thinking CGC 9 and up. So getting an 8.5, but honestly, I'll just have to roll with it. Got no other choice. This Ice Ride Calyrex VMAX, I figured Black Label. And I don't remember if I meant BGS Black Label or CGC Black Label, but regardless, we did get the CGC Black Label. So pretty awesome. Then for the triple acceleration energy, I wasn't really certain. I said 9 and 10, and again, got CGC Black Label. So that's pretty awesome that went in our favor like that. Then we had a Neo Pikachu. I said 10, And we got a... Oh, I thought that had pristine. No! Fuck. That's a really... I thought that was... I saw this sheet earlier, and I thought it was 3 pristines in a row. That means there's definitely a pristine somewhere else on this sheet. I thought it was 3. You have to understand, I took a super quick glance at this fucking sheet before doing this. That's really upsetting. Because the price difference between a Neo Japanese Pikachu being a PSA 10 and a CGC 9 is that's drastically different, and that's upsetting because I guess 9 to 10 on this, and they gave me the CGC Black Label. I guessed 10 on this, and they gave me a 9. That's upsetting. Okay, then we had, it's hard to read these because they don't have them on grid lines. So yeah, Pikachu was 9, and then my Air English Cincino was a 7, and I had guessed an 8 to 9, and then I don't even... Oh, I pulled that Charmander out. I wonder why I did that. I must have put it in a stack somewhere. Because I remember still, whatever. 8 to 9 on the Cinchino, and it got a 7. That's pretty low. Blaziken 9. This is a black line error. They said 8. Man, that's pretty rough. Honestly, so far, the most egregious thing is this issue. That this got a black label from CGC, and the Neo Pikachu didn't even get a standard 10. That's insane. Slowbro, Dark Slowbro, got a... Where? Sword and Shield Collector. Store Bunny. Did they go out of order? Did we pull? We didn't pull this, did we? Where the heck is Slowbro? 21 cards. It's weird. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22. And we pulled the Charmander out, which would be 21. And we went from Blaziken to, and we got a 10 on the Dark Slowbro, and we guessed 9 and 10. Ancient Mew, we guessed 8 to 9. We got 9. English Sceptile, 9 to 10. We got 9. Store Bunny, we guessed 10. We got 9. Keldeo, we guessed 9 to 10. We got 9. Japanese Reshiram, Amazing Rare. Amazing Rare. We guessed 10. We got Pristine, which just, it's not worth anything. Raichu Full Bleed, we guessed 10. We got 8.5. Typhlosion 10. We got CGC 10. Flareon, we guessed 9. We got 7.5. Mewtwo Shadowless, we guessed 8. We got 7.5. Jesse and James, we guessed 10. And we got 9. Now, remember, all those guesses were PSA guesses. And if you are new to the channel, you have to understand how many PSA grades we've done on this channel, how many guesses we've done, and how many we've gotten right to a T. So there's a couple ways to look at this. Either, one, people have been wrong about this CGC standard versus the PSA standard, because it definitely looks like CGC might be a tad bit more strict compared to PSA. Or the other issue is CGC, like all the rest, wants you to pay for the grade, because there's quite a few others that we had guessed 10 on. Like again, this Pikachu, which would be worth quite a bit as a pristine, not worth so much as a 9 in CGC, but we guessed that was going to be a better grade than the triple acceleration energy. But the triple acceleration energy got a pristine, and the Pikachu got a 9. So either the CGC also wants you to pay for your grades, which I have some evidence against that technically. Or the other issue is recently CGC did just increase their criteria and how harsh they are on grades. So, my way ahead so far with this 21 tester cards, I'm feeling kind of inconclusive. Because some of these are right on the money. We guessed Black Label for this Ice Rider Calyrex, but if I had to guess, there probably isn't really any. So there's no value tied to it. So CGC said, yeah, sure. Because all of a sudden, once you get to the Neo Pikachu, we don't even get a standard 10. We got 9. And we guessed that way stronger in terms of competence compared to the triple acceleration energy, which got a 10 pristine, which also really doesn't change the value too much on that triple acceleration, while a pristine on that Pikachu would drastically increase it. Now, my way ahead. I've already sent 200 plus cards to CGC, not even including these 21. So, and I have way more. This isn't even all of them. There's a whole separate table for the submission for CGC. So you got this, and you got the whole separate table, which has stacks on stacks on stacks. Still, so far, I think I'm going to be sending to CGC as a whole. I've got like onesies and twosies for tag and BGS, but I mean, this isn't terrible. Like, there was one thing that was drastically in our favor. This one that we guessed 5 to 6 did 8 to 5, but honestly, the price difference is minimal. But at least I only paid the CGC cost, because a PSA grade on that card, which would be $80, I think as a 5 to 6, the card's only like $25, and as a CGC 8.5, it's probably $40-$45. So at least I only paid $16, so I have the whatever Super Premier CGC Collectors Club. I'm not disappointed. I'm not super impressed. I am a little surprised. I still have a lot more to send. I, of course, would have liked some higher grades for things. Like, again, a 10 and up, not for that Neo Pikachu, is kind of atrocious since the triple acceleration was a 9 to 10 guess and got a black label. But regardless, I'm still excited to receive these back. I'm not exactly certain what the prices are going to be. I can at least use this sheet to log things into my collector, which I'm going to start doing right after this video. I'm glad to be making this video. I've got more videos to do. I'm not joking. I just moved here. I am again moving. So, yeah, things are a bit chaotic right now. I've got more stuff coming in. I have more stuff to send out. There hasn't been a whole lot of talk in the Pokemon world, but there are some signs for things to talk about. And in some other videos, we're going to talk about that. So, thanks for watching. Play Guess the Grades. You might win something. I have things to give away. So, but I'm not going to do a giveaway till either y'all give me ideas on how I should do a giveaway, what I should give away, and when I should give it away. I need y'all to comment on that. So, get to work.